Lion King.
I was sick.
So, Ralph, you've been keeping up with all this election stuff?
Yes, sir.
Man, I mean, it's crazy, man. I just can't believe it. That more left-wing candidate, you know what he did?
What'd he do?
They're saying he tied ballots to thousands of monkeys and sent them screaming to the polls.
Is it chunky monkeys or?
Oh, they were chunky. They had a lot of ballots. They were real chunky monkeys. But yeah, he's stuffing the ballots with monkeys. Can you believe this?
I can.
This is candidate Zhao Ming-Su, by the way, in Bosnia. You know, the Bosnian election, it's happening right now. It's been like 2 weeks.
I mean, wasn't
you don't even know the results yet.
I mean, wasn't Lil Wayne leading by
Lil Wayne?
30 points?
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened. Garfield just lost it, you know?
I'm pretty sure the frog from Shrek is a close second right now.
Well, I'm okay with Garfield or Shrek being the president of Bosnia, you know? I think they're both good candidates. They have stellar policy.
Welcome back to That Was Mint, the only podcast discussing the critical ongoing Bosnian election. We hope you all take the time to tune in. You know, it can be easy to stay home and not participate and not vote, so we just want to encourage you guys, if you haven't yet, you know, submit your opinion to the Bosnian election, because it really matters, you know.
We gotta get this viral, you know? We gotta get this going.
I know. It's, you know, people sleep on it. People think, oh, that's not that important, but
Yeah.
the fate of Bosnia is at stake, really.
They're like the last plutocracy. It's crazy.
Nuts.
We gotta preserve that.
Preserve the last plutocracy, man. How else will Mickey's dog run government?
By the time this video is uploaded, the voting stops. So do it right now.
Yeah.
When you see this, go vote.
Actually, you should be able to sense that this video is being recorded.
Yeah.
You know, if they're real fans, they'll be like, oh, they're filming a video, so they'll
Yeah,
be able to
that
pick it
I
up.
usually have that feeling around midnight.
Mhm. Yeah, me too.
So if they're seeing this, it's too late.
Today we have a very special guest on the show. We got. Oh, you're very.
Should we use your real name?
Should we use your real name?
Use my second real name.
Okay. What's his second real name?
Ralph the Wrangler. Yes, Ralph the Wrangler. The Wranglin' Wrangler.
He wrangles Ralphs.
Yes.
Aspiring actor
Yes, sir.
and performance artist.
Yes.
Next thing, he's the next big thing, basically, folks.
Mm-hmm. You'll see it.
And we just have Ralph on, you know, just talk about, you know, life as a starting actor, you know, stuff like that. We talk about a lot of movies, so.
Yeah, only the strong-willed men can handle this kind of job.
So what would you say is the most difficult thing about acting then?
Probably just getting started to begin with. Because when you first start out, you don't really know what to do. There's just so many routes. There's a lot of people out there that tell you should do this or you should go this way. And it's for everyone. I think it's different. For me, how I started, I just started out by just doing like my own short films. I filmed a few stuff. I was in a few other people's few things. I didn't even want to be an actor to begin with. Almost my whole life, I wanted to be a police officer, actually. And I took a editing class in high school with Mr. Little.
Oh, yes, I know this man.
Shout out Mr. Little. And he like just totally changed like my whole career path, and that's when I wanted to go into film. I originally just wanted to be a director, maybe an editor. Editing is super fun. Directed my own 2 pieces. Turns out directing sucks. And
Amen.
retweet.
I agree.
So then when I was shooting my own films, I had to cast myself. I was really low on actors, and I learned that it's a lot more fun to be in front of the camera than behind it. So I was like, okay, let's just see where it goes from here. And I went to college, took some acting classes, loved it. And then maybe about a month ago, I finally got my first big gig in a Netflix show.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
like to freaking hear, dude.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Well, as someone on the other side of film education, with me studying editing and all this stuff at film school, I don't know, maybe you can relate, like how, as far as getting sort of like an into Hollywood, was that tough, or did you think, like, how was that road to finding?
For me, I always just kind of thought like, it's just gonna happen. I was just kind of ignorant like that. I was just like, it's just gonna
It'll happen
happen.
at some
Yeah,
point,
it's gonna happen at some point. But as far as my I do have a lot of friends that are also trying to get into the industry. But the way I first got in was by joining an agency, which I don't think you can join right now because of everything.
Right.
But that's how I got my first in. Join an agency, any kind of agency you can. Try and find it, because that's your first big step. But I would also recommend that you practice first by doing student films, short films, film stuff yourself, so you can practice and get all of the bad out, and then start learning to be good and practice and just hone your talent, so you don't get into something big and you suck. A lot of people see it and no one would want to hire you.
I see. I'd agree about getting experience through student film type. Like, none of the stuff we did was ever
Nah, that was all just for fun.
particularly serious, but like, yeah, I mean, you know, the more you do something, obviously the more experience you're gonna get at it. Yeah. What do you think, non-film school person?
I mean, I dipped my toes in like a little bit, you know, and it was very daunting.
Dip your toes. You just jumped in the pool.
I don't know. I've made some short films, but nothing on the level of what's the pizza one you did?
Oh, a Pizza Mafia?
Yeah, the Pizza
Yo,
Mafia.
shout out
It's
Pizza
pretty
Mafia.
good. I liked that video a lot.
I showed you that, right?
Yeah.
Justin, I'll have to show you that one too.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's a masterpiece.
I've
Yeah.
definitely heard of it. It's definitely been mentioned before.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Wasn't it like a hair away from getting into Sundance?
More like a bee's wing length.
A
from
bee's wing.
Dang, I've never heard that one. That's a good one though. Bee's wing. Well, next I guess we can talk about you probably didn't. Did you do recommends this past time around? I genuinely don't remember what you recommended me. So maybe I didn't either.
It was
By the way, we're the only podcast that'll take like 2 weeks off.
yeah. What's up?
Because we're like,
It's been a minute, has it not?
I mean, you know, it's we're just like, let's take a tiny break for a second. I recommended to you American Graffiti.
I didn't watch it, but I have seen it.
Oh, you've
Just
seen it
just
before.
like a minute ago.
Oh, okay, got it. Well then,
I do remember the music was.
yep.
Like it was. It's just one of those movies that like uses music in a lot of it, and it doesn't come off hacky.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I think isn't it like whenever the music is playing in the movie, it's actually like playing.
Yeah, it's because everyone's like in their car constantly listening to the radio. So, you know, I watched it for the first. I had seen like a bunch of clips of it before, but I had never actually watched it. But yeah, basically the whole movie, everyone's in a car and everyone's on the same radio channel. So I think it kind of adds to the, you know, literally everyone's on the same page as far as the music goes, which I think is a cool way to do it. Shout out young George Lucas.
George
The
Lucas.
boy.
Shout out. I know you're watching.
He's definitely watching.
I don't even know what I recommended you.
You recommended Train Spotting, and I didn't watch it.
Don't
Don't shame me. You haven't watched a movie in like a year. And then music, I think I recommended a Fleet Foxes album, their newest one.
Oh, okay, let's see.
Okay. And then I got a Twerp album,
Oh yeah.
Lady World.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
Good 80s, you know.
Good 80s. If you make something the 80s, it is automatically better. It's just been proven.
It's proven science at this point.
Literally. That one's
You have a problem? 80s.
80s. Somebody that I used to know, great song, amazing song. You make it an 80s song, somehow better.
Yeah. No, like leaks about. Have you heard that? Somebody I used to know, like 80s remix.
Oh, the remix?
Yeah.
I have not heard the
No,
remix.
We'll have to show you that after the show.
Yeah,
I
please.
think you might enjoy that quite a bit.
It's amazing.
It's
You'll be
quite
like-
mint.
It'll be like you're hearing the song for the first time all over again.
I will, because it's also the remix. So it is for the first time.
Yeah. What else?
In sports news, you're a happy man, Mr.
I'm a happy
Townsend.
man.
Sports.
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 Do
Yes.
you watch a lot of sports, Ralph?
I dabble in the sports world.
What are some sports you dabble your
I
Your-
dabble my
your
my
dibbler.
dabbles
your dabble stick
my
in?
dabbler stick. So I mean, sometimes when I'm perusing the channels, maybe I'll watch like some football here and there.
Mhm.
Not all the time.
Ooh.
Usually, I'll be doing something else. But if I'm ever watching TV, I like to watch football.
Yeah.
I did watch some of the baseball games with the Dodgers. Go
Mhm.
Dodgers!
Yep. And Ethan, you watch a little bit, tiny bit of
Yeah.
sports.
I mean, I'll look at football and then like just try and figure it out.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm right. Remember the playoffs? I was right like the whole
No,
time,
yeah,
every game.
Ethan
Alright.
doesn't watch a lot of football, but he is really good at predicting the winner of games.
Here it is. Buffalo Bills, they're taking it. Everything this year. That's
Yeah.
What
what's
do you
gonna
just
happen.
do? You base on a coin toss or like what do you do?
You said the Bills literally like a year ago. I was like, oh no, it was last Super Bowl. I was like, oh, the Chiefs won. All right, Ethan, you've been right so far. Who's winning the Super Bowl next year? And he was
Ethan's like the
Bills.
Mayan calendar, just
Yeah.
predicting all this.
Just wait. this
So
is go.
Bills-
Come
and,
back
like-
to this clip.
they're actually like in first place right now in their
Yeah.
division.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I haven't watched the game.
No, they were good last year, and they're still good this year.
I think I saw one game last year, and I'm like, hey, these kids got something.
These kids
they got
got
some
something.
magic. They were smoking someone, and I was just like,
I forget.
good momentum.
No, they're super good. Their quarterback's nice. But I like football a lot, and I've been getting way more into it over the past few years. So like I'll watch it kind of regularly. You know, I won't like watch every game on Sunday, but
Yeah.
like when things are on, or if it's like a good game. Thursday nights are usually like bad matchups. Like historically, Thursday nights are like losing teams, but I'll watch a good amount of football. I keep up, but I'm a giant baseball fan. But I'm not a fan of the Giants in baseball because I'm a fan of the Dodgers, who are their rival. So it's
Did something happen with the Dodgers?
something very good happened. Dodgers finally won the World Series, which, I mean, I like to say it's the second time they've done it because
Yeah,
they did
yeah.
in 2017, but
Mm-hmm.
they literally got cheated out of one. So it was a good past
cheated
week.
them?
The Astros.
Yeah. Disgusting. Astros.
Disgusting.
Never
Also,
forgive you.
it was also nice that the Lakers also won.
And the
Yeah.
Lakers won.
LA is just hype now.
I
Yeah.
know. I'll say I haven't kept up with basketball since I was like in junior high, because I did a lot back like years ago. I was
Mhm.
like really actually keeping up with basketball, and then I stopped for a few years, and then now it's not just because the Lakers are like coming back into
Yeah.
being the team, but like I've actually been I was watching the playoffs as they happened, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Did you guys see the video of the guy that was like cussing out Kobe and then like 12 dudes just jumped him?
What?
gosh.
No.
No, I haven't
Yeah, it
seen
was maybe like 30 minutes after the game and this
Jeez.
guy just cusses out Kobe. Like, I guess it's a good idea. And then
Yeah.
like a small army of people just jumped him.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I mean, you can't really. They were in LA. They did
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh well, then yeah.
Yeah,
of
what are you
course.
doing,
outside
man?
of
One of LA's
Yeah.
biggest athlete heroes. Just gonna trash talk him. That's insane. But yeah, I think that was part of the reason why we haven't filmed in a while, because I've been spending most nights watching the Dodgers play baseball. Because I was like, they might never make the World Series ever again. I gotta watch it while it happens.
Yeah.
So it was a good past week. It was more than a week from now. But
Yeah. They've I feel like the Dodgers have deserved it for years now. I feel like they have been so close.
Oh yeah, there's been plenty of times where they're super close.
There's every year they get really close, and in 2017 I was like, this is it, and then they lost, and I was like, dang it, that was close. Then we found out the whole cheating thing, and I was like, well, that makes me more angry. But
Wait, I actually didn't hear about that.
about the Astros cheating
Yeah.
scandal? Oh, well, to make it brief, because there's a lot to it. Basically, the Dodgers and Astros played each other in 2017 in the World Series,
Yeah.
and the Astros won in 7 games. And most people were like, oh, it was just a super close series. But then a lot of info came through. Turns out the Astros were cheating. They were basically using like cameras to zoom in on the catcher to see what signs he was telling the pitcher so they could tell what pitch was coming. And then they had like they would like bang a trash can, or they had little buzzers that would tell the batter what pitch was coming. So
Wow.
like in real time. So the catcher would throw something up, and then literally half a second later, the batter would know, like, oh, it's fastball. I can hit this, you know. So that came out, and then
Was that proven?
yeah, it was proven.
Oh.
Like there's video evidence of that. A bunch of people on YouTube, honestly, like a lot of YouTubers actually did a bunch of research on it themselves and
That's
kind of.
interesting.
But yeah, it was proven. They did an investigate, but like the players didn't get punished at all because they had some immunity, something with MLB, and it was stupid. But
So like, would that go down to the managers then?
yeah, so the manager got fired. I think the GM got fired,
Good.
but the manager just got rehired by the Detroit Tigers, which is like funny because the Tigers are not good. So
Maybe he'll teach him the cheating.
he'll teach him to
techniques.
cheat. I don't know.
Yeah.
He said he learned, but
Yeah, if they win the next World Series, you know why.
you know exactly. If the Tigers win the World Series, yeah, there was definitely cheating going on.
If they even just win a game, you know why.
Even one game. But yeah, so basically that was the whole thing. And then of course, you know, of all the teams in baseball that could have happened to, it happened to be the Dodgers. So that's been looming over people for a while. So this year they won, and it was really cool.
Yeah, they actually cheated.
And they cheated too. No, I don't think they cheated, but you know, you never know. I don't think they did.
No.
I feel like no one can that way, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe they find some different way to cheat, but like as far as that method goes, I feel like a team already got caught. So it's kind of like the steroid scandal in like baseball, especially. Like there's people that still use performance enhancing drugs, but not as much as they used to because people got caught
Oh yeah, of course.
doing it.
Yeah.
So, or like way back in the day, there was like gambling things, like players throwing games for gambling. That was like literally early 1900s, but
Mhm.
The good old days.
the good old days.
Back before they were jacked up on juice.
But you know, like I feel like once one thing gets, like one cheating something gets discovered, it probably still happens, but I don't think it happens nearly as much. Or if you do think of doing it, you're like, okay, people got caught already, so
Mhm.
I'm not going to do it. But I have faith in the Dodgers. I believe they played legitimately, which was good. And the Lakers, what a great series win. I still don't like LeBron, but
Oh no. Nah.
not
No?
a fan. Great basketball player.
Yeah.
Amazing basketball
Pretty good.
player. I do not like him as a person. He seems like his favorite person is LeBron James. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm trying to think of all the interviews and stuff I've seen of him. I don't see that.
Really?
Yeah, at least from what I've seen.
Yeah. He's like, and I mean, I'm sure he's got good qualities about him.
Yeah, I'm
Seem-
sure he's nice.
Yeah, he's probably. I mean, if you think about it, I'd say LeBron James is probably I'd say almost one of the most famous people in the world.
For sure.
I think so, because you know, usually like actors aren't beloved globally. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because they speak English. So if you don't speak English, you can't really love like DiCaprio or Daniel
Yeah.
Day-Lewis or somebody like that. But athletes, like you could just watch Michael Jordan run down the court and you're like, okay, that guy's, you know, you don't have to speak English to know that. So,
Well, especially when they have their own shoe line too.
yeah, and they got shoes. So, like, you know, Jordan was huge in like China and all these other countries. So I think probably LeBron James is probably one of the most famous people in the world.
Yeah. Speaking of shoes, I do have I have a bad addiction with shoes right now. So like
Mm.
during this pandemic, I got really into buying shoes.
Really?
I bought like maybe like 9 pairs of shoes. Not like all Jordans.
Yeah.
I maybe have two Jordans, 1 Air Force, a bunch of like Adidas shoes.
Really? I didn't know you were all into shoes.
Yeah.
What's the sneaker culture go? What's going on there?
Oh,
I know absolutely like nothing
I
about
know
any of
nothing
this.
about
the sneaker culture. So I'm like, I mean, brand new into this. I just getting into it, but there's a shoe app, just sneaker app. You go on it, and every month there's going to be a drop of like a bunch of different kinds of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And for me and my brother introduced me into it. And
Wait, which brother?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Shout out Kyle.
Shout out Kyle.
And so every month, like shoes drop. You can buy them for like they're kind of expensive, just like outright. It's like it can range from like 100 to like 220, but then the resale value, they can go up to thousands.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I mean,
I can't judge. I mean, I play Warhammer. That is a very expensive hobby to be in, and it's not as convenient. I can't wear them on my feet. Just a little
mean,
plastic man.
maybe if you like tape them to the side.
Yeah, but then they'd be ruined.
Your shoes or the Warhammer
The
people?
Warhammer people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so hey, you can get return on investment. That's smart.
oh yeah, you can make a lot of just buying shoes. I still have yet to do that because when I buy shoes, I just think they're cool and I just want to wear them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you got to start
Yeah.
there.
And
Get your base.
It's like for me, shoes are like 90% of your outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like you know, you could be wearing like a cool shirt. Some people be like, "Hey, cool shirt, cool shirt." But then you could be wearing like a nice pair of shoes, and everyone's always like, "Dude, those are nice shoes."
Yeah, I could see. I think shoes are definitely the most pointed out clothing item.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a good point. Like usually, if someone's pointing something out, they're
That
like,
is interesting.
"Those shoes."
Why does everyone look at your shoes?
Yeah, why? Because they're down there. Like, you'd think it'd be like the shirt or
Sometimes, I
something.
mean, for me, I think it could just range on either the color or the weird kind of design it has on it.
Yeah.
So some of my favorite shoes, just like kind of wear casually, are like just a bright red pair of shoes.
Mhm.
Usually, I wear like just an all black outfit and then red shoes, and then that's when it usually just attracts the most eyes because it just pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, red shoes are slick.
One last thing on shoes. Maybe like about a few months ago, Ben and Jerry's, they released their own pair of shoes.
Really?
Yeah, it was like you can buy them for like thousands of dollars, right?
What?
This guy buys them for about 200 or so, and he posts online of him eating ice cream out of it.
I was gonna say, does the shoe taste like ice cream? But
Yes, actually, it smells like vanilla.
that's
What?
Actually, it doesn't.
Oh,
I don't
they
know.
should. I mean, that seems like an easy thing to do.
Ben and Jerry's, we're copywriting it. Don't steal our idea. We'll take
Don't
you to
you
court.
do it. Take you.
We
to
know you're
court.
watching.
Take you to court. Dang. Yeah, man. Shoes. What do you?
Are you ready for what's next?
Yeah. I mean, are you ready?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right. Tell us about your plans to crash the stock market. How are you bringing this about?
God dang it.
To crash the stock market?
You were telling me earlier about some promising stratagems.
Oh yeah. Within the next few days.
Days?
If
Okay.
honestly, within the next like few minutes.
Oh, jeez.
You hear that? What? Wall Street.
You hear that, Wall Street?
Forgot
Yeah,
what they
within the
were
next
called.
few minutes, you better take out all your stocks because I'm gonna plummet everything.
Jeez.
So-
How you gonna do it?
So the plan is to invest in a lot of cheese,
Mm,
right?
Mm.
And everyone's like, "Wow, the cheese market is going up exponentially." And so everyone invests in cheese. Everyone takes out all their stocks and everything else and put it all in cheese.
Mm.
And so when it gets to like over 15 grand, that's when I just take it all out.
A cheese bubble.
There you go.
I take it all
Oh
out,
my god.
and then all the stocks everywhere else they plummet. The cheese stocks plummet, and yeah, that's about it.
There you go. No more Wall Street.
No more Wall
Yeah.
Street.
If you want to destroy Wall Street,
I have never known less about a thing than the stock market.
Oh yeah.
I don't
no.
think I know less about anything
Ethan, do you
in the world.
do you invest in any stocks?
I know absolutely nothing about stonks.
About stonks.
But we ask it all the time.
Oh yeah, we talk about.
Have we
stocks.
talked about stocks in every episode?
I feel like we
I-
probably have.
I binge watched the show just to like keep up with the podcast lore, and I
Mhm.
don't remember you guys talking about stocks that much. Maybe like once or
I
twice.
think we've mentioned
Okay.
it once or twice.
Yeah, usually it's just as like a passing joke, you know.
Yeah. Of like, oh yes, stocks, business.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you're just gonna like 360 no scope the Nasdaq.
Yes, sir. If you do invest in stocks, remember, don't invest in penny stocks. What that means is like a pretty low stock that's like $10 that goes up by a couple cents. If that stock, so let's say you put like $100 into stock that costs 10. If it goes down by $1, you can lose a lot of money. So, just if you're watching, whoever's watching, just don't invest in penny stocks.
I won't.
All right.
I will not do anything.
Seems like legit. I won't do that.
I will not.
But you can also make a lot of money. So it's
True.
like-
Yeah.
See, to me, the stock market always just sounded like, what's that thing? Gambling? Like in a casino?
Isn't that just living?
It's just a little more fancy and...
Aren't stocks just legal gambling?
Yeah, legal gambling for the white man.
Anyway. So Ralph, as an actor,
Yes, sir.
what are some of your favorite actors? It's a real question. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
who do you look
Yeah,
up
like
to?
who are some actors that you're like, dang, if I can get to that level.
Oh, I mean, the first person that comes to mind, I mean, I don't know if it's cliche to say, but just DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
I think he is just incredible.
Yeah.
For sure. I think, like, if I ever get the chance to work with him, like, no matter the role, I could be the janitor on set, but if I get a chance just to see him, maybe shake his hand, that would just make everything. I think he's incredible. He just totally nails every performance. Finally got an Oscar that he was well over deserved.
Yeah.
But yeah, him easily.
He's so good.
See, that's the best thing you can get. It's just a handshake, honestly.
Yeah.
With someone like you look up to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I'd like to shake hands with.
Yeah.
And I feel like celebrities appreciate that, you know, because like fan culture and all that nowadays is like so obsessive that it's like, oh, if you meet someone, it's just like, oh, shake your hand, that's it.
But then there's also people that just take it too far.
Yeah.
Where it would, maybe it's like someone that wants them to sign like 400 different things.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Or
That's like
someone that's just being overly rude about maybe a picture, or maybe you're just have a busy schedule that day and you just like want to go home, but you have like a small army of people wanting to just look at you.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
It's nuts.
I'm sure you guys deal with it.
Yeah, every day. I mean,
every
on the way
day.
here, I had to run over some people. To be honest with you,
People were literally outside my
they're
house.
just crowding my driveway, and I gave them warnings. I was like, "Listen, I'm pulling out. You gotta get out of the way."
If you said it that loud, I don't think they heard you.
Oh, I rolled down the window.
You're like, hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys,
you guys
get
got
out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, I warned you. I'll say, I had this revelation the other day.
Tell me.
I've been thinking about it, and I think it's true. Aaron Paul is one of the best actors working today.
Aaron Paul?
Like one of the best. That is working today. Like I was like, oh, he's really good. You know, I've thought that for a while.
Yeah.
No, dude, the dude is an absolute legend.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Because he's got, you know, I mean, and not just in Breaking Bad, but in everything I've seen him in, really. Like, he can be dramatic and funny, heartwarming, kind of scary, kind of innocent. Like, I'm like, that is... And he didn't really have an easy path to getting to where he was either, because he did a bunch of commercials and stuff early on, right? So, I don't know. I just thought of that the other day, and I was like, dang, Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
What a man.
Yeah, I like Javier Bardem myself.
Javier Bardem.
I'm a big fan. Ever since No Country for Old Men.
I love Bardem.
I've been hyping on that man.
Who's like the one person you guys want to meet? It could be like musician, actor, local pharmacist.
Dr. Bill.
Living?
Yeah, living. Just make it more interesting like that.
Do you have any ideas?
I want to, actor-wise, I want to meet Bill Hader really bad.
Okay, yeah.
That dude just everything about him, and like he just seems like a cool guy to talk to in general. Like I feel like one actor I didn't expect to ever meet in my life, but it would be cool as Harrison Ford, because I grew up watching all his movies, all this stuff. But I'm also scared to meet Harrison Ford because he seems like a really intimidating. I'm sure he's nice if you met him and like for like 10 seconds.
No, yeah, he definitely has like that kind of stoic face.
But he just seems like a guy I would like if I wouldn't get like starstruck by anybody, but if I was around Harrison Ford, I'd be like a little like shaky because there's just something about him. But
yeah, I feel like I'd want to meet Joe Rogan. You know, the
Joe Rogan.
podcast inspiration.
Come on,
you
Joe
know?
Rogan, come on the
But
podcast.
why would you want to meet an inferior podcast host?
Well, just
Well,
to tell him
He may
good
be
job.
inferior, but he paved the road.
Oh, true.
You gotta pay
True.
respect to the legends.
You know, the guys that do it first aren't always the best, but
His setup right now isn't that nice, but
yeah,
you know.
his new set looks like a
like a
a
space,
PS2
like
game.
a red pill.
looks cool, but
A
Looks
red
like
pill.
PS2 game. Yeah.
it's cool.
Joe Rogan's just trying to red pill you.
I
with
miss the
set.
old set, to be honest.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
old set was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh well.
Though I listen to it mostly, so it doesn't
Oh,
really
well,
bother
there
me.
you go. There you go.
You don't listen to it?
I usually watch it, or like I'll turn it on YouTube and then I'll watch it. for a
Just to
little
laugh how bad it is.
bit. Just yeah.
Yeah.
I have to see his production value, and just everything about him, and I'm just like no.
Where's the dolphin?
The Dolphin doesn't show up for the podcast.
He's actually not here for That Was Meant. It's his day off.
His day off. That's
Yeah.
a shame.
He's out rigging the Bosnian election
I
right
wanted
now.
to shake his
Oh,
hand.
hey, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
I
wait, they
wasn't-
don't have the internet in Bosnia. I
No,
forgot.
they can't. They can't. Tell.
You hear that, Bosnia? Oh, you can't.
They'll never find this video.
Nope.
In 1,000 years, when they develop electricity, maybe
A
then.
1,000 years.
Yeah, they're 1,000 years behind us.
If any Bosnians are watching this video, it's just comedy. This is a parody.
Yeah, well, I actually don't know anything about Bosnia.
I know zero about Bosnia.
So
Zip.
if you think we're like knowingly making fun of something that you guys do, we're not.
Although that's got to be evident, right?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I feel like we don't have to clarify that things are. We said that Garfield was a candidate. You know what I mean?
You know,
Well, yeah, the big orange cat that loves lasagna, hates Mondays.
Hates Mondays.
Ever heard of him?
Ever heard of him? Ever read a comic strip?
Ever?
Ever pick up a newspaper?
I've never picked
Ever
up a
read?
newspaper. No, I can't.
Oh.
Still
What does it say
no.
on your hat?
I don't know. I just bought it. I liked the shiny
I,
colors.
I like blue.
I liked the blue. I think this is a number. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. What else we got? Spook time?
Spoopy.
Spoopy.
Well,
Spooky time.
we didn't have any timely October content for you.
No.
I think we might have at the very beginning of the month, but
Yeah, we like mentioned Halloween, you know, and we
Yeah.
did that, but we
I-
never.
I think you guys like mentioned you're like, oh, there's gonna be a Halloween special coming up.
I'm sure we
Well,
definitely-
rip.
Well, here it is.
We meant next year.
No, we meant next year.
Yeah,
Well, we
mark
should
it on
put-
your calendar.
Or yeah, we should make a Halloween special like not on Halloween. Should just put it
Mm.
out and be like, Happy
Ooh,
Halloween.
Just call this episode Halloween special.
That's extra scary
Yeah,
because then you're not expecting it. So we didn't do a Halloween special on Halloween, but I did want to keep the tradition alive by dressing up. So today I dressed up as a sheep.
Mm.
What?
It's my college.
Oh, okay.
I'm a student from my college, so I
Ah.
dressed as a sheep today.
Sheep.
I'm a mint leaf
Mm.
because of That Was Mint, you know,
Right.
the show that we're on.
And then you got the green hat. And all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm background actor number 4.
Oh.
My favorite character.
Yeah.
My favorite performance.
Yeah, I carry the productions.
Anyway, if so, what we want to ask you in a vein of spookiness, Ralph.
Yeah.
Is there a movie that just wiggles your jimmies with fear? You know.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
a real
Real Jimmy
spook
Wiggler.
fest, a real Jimmy Wiggler.
So the one that really shivers my timbers is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
oh, I never saw that one.
Are you serious?
Nah. Is it spooky?
What? It's in the name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cloudy with the chance of meatballs.
Two.
Two.
But other than that one, I'm not like the biggest fan in the world of scary movies. Sure, I'll watch them, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, a scary movie. I need to watch it or else I can't
Yeah.
sleep. But one that I like just usually like. I remember I watched like the first few Saws when I was a kid that I just used to like in general. I haven't seen them recently, but I remember them being good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I like Insidious.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Some pretty like
Yeah.
stuff everyone can get behind.
Saw is one of the. Recently, I've been trying to watch like at least the first entry into all the main like horror franchisey type things. So
Yeah.
I watched the first Halloween, the first Friday the 13th. I don't really want to get into sequels because usually horror sequels aren't
No, yeah, don't do that.
like good.
No,
So,
no.
But Saw is one of the only ones I haven't gotten to yet. So I still haven't seen the first Saw, but I will.
Doesn't that have that guy from The Princess Bride in it?
Harry Always.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah.
I don't think he's British in it, but he's in
Yeah, that's interesting.
it. Yeah.
What about you guys?
Okay, I'll go first. I'll share with the class. My favorite horror movie is The Thing by John Carpenter. I'm sure I've mentioned it many times on the show, but I think it's just the perfect. There you go, our fact checker.
Fact checker.
Yeah, it's just the perfect, like, scary but not too scary.
Gross movie.
Gross practical effects, just paranoia in the best way possible. I just think it's like that's the horror movie that you can watch from what I've seen.
I'll go with Kubrick's The Shining. I know it's popular, but
that's close. That's for me.
That's just a scary movie, bro.
Wait, what was it? What'd you say?
The Shining.
Okay.
Like, that was one of the first horror movies I actually watched. And
yeah.
Did you watch the sequel?
No, I didn't watch
yet.
the sequel yet.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It's on my watch list, but it's also like 2.5 hours long, so that's why I keep putting it off. But
Obi-Wan in that movie definitely keeps me going when I watched it.
Well, yeah, Ewan McGregor is the man.
Oh.
If he's in a movie, then it's got to be at least okay.
That might be good. He'd be a good actor to meet.
Ewan
McGregor.
Oh, I'd love to meet
That'd be
Ewan
lit.
McGregor. He'd be great.
Like, man, you're so cool.
Oh, you wouldn't say hello there?
He gets that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want him to shoot
when I said
himself
it out loud,
or
I
shoot
kinda
me.
I mean, it's funny I still think it's funny, but like to him, I'm sure he gets told that constantly. So I feel like if you started with that, he'd be like, nope, and then just like, you know what I mean? That's the type of intro where he's like, okay, I don't want it. I don't want to be around you.
He might just punch you in the face and leave.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll say I just watched that movie Creep. You ever heard of that?
I think I've heard of that.
It's on Netflix right now. Creep is a movie with Mark Duplass in it. Don't know if you know who that is. I can't tell you what else he's been in. Like it's the only thing it's one of those actors I recognize, but I can't tell you what else he's been in.
Yeah.
But it's like a found footage type movie about a videographer that gets hired by this weird dude to come film him in his cabin. It's like literally like an hour and 10 minutes long. It was like the budget for it was literally like $1,000. Like
Nice.
Basically no budget, but it has this one really good actor doing a good performance, and like that's enough to kind of make it memorable.
So the $1,000 just pretty much went to the actor.
It was like I guess the actor and the director. The director is the videographer, so it's literally two people in the whole movie, which is sick.
Oh wow,
Sounds like a student film.
It is kind of student. I'm a sucker for films that remind me of student films. Like the first Evil Dead is such a student movie, so I love that. But yeah, I mean, they probably spent money on renting the cabin and like a couple props, but like that's it. So I'm a fan. Wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, but like kept my attention. And there's a sequel, so I'm down to watch that too.
Have you guys seen the movie Buried on Netflix?
Oh, I haven't.
That's the one with Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yes, sir.
Not yet.
Good. So let me just say, this movie is very bad.
Very
yeah?
bad.
It's very bad.
Okay.
So the budget was probably $2 and a wet napkin. It was probably filmed in a matter of 3 hours. If you like, so I also just started a podcast and I talked about it on mine.
Oh, you have a podcast?
Yeah, I just started it.
Yo, plug.
Maybe at the end.
Okay.
We'll save that for the end. So, basically, if you like Ryan Reynolds, there's a good chance you will still barely like this movie. You might stay awake past 30 minutes. But if you don't, then you won't like this movie at all.
Yeah.
It's basically an hour and a half of him underground in a box. And
Sounds
just
riveting.
struggling, and the ending is just trash.
Yeah. I think
I know the ending.
Does he die, right?
He gets like bitten by a snake, right?
Yeah, he like the entire time he's struggling to find out like what happened to him, and he just dies.
Huh.
Like he's on the phone or something, and they're like, it's
Yay.
the police, and they're like, we're coming, and then they're like, oh, we messed up, and then he dies.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
because I've seen the YouTube clip of the ending, and like, I was like, okay, that doesn't seem like it's
No, yeah, it's just him underground for an hour and a half with a lighter on.
Yeah.
A snake is involved.
Okay.
Not
I
good.
didn't. That's like I literally know nothing other than that he's in it. But I feel like, when you're gonna do a movie that's basically a one-man show type thing, like that, or I'm trying to think of what other movies kind of have one person in it. Insert movie with one actor in it here. That's hard because you really got to get like a good actor.
Like the Medea movies.
He's not the only person.
I know. No, Tyler Perry plays everyone.
Does he?
That's where he tricks you. Is the Medea is the crappy version of his perfect disguise that he can do to be anyone in the movie.
Incredible. The man of a million
He's
faces.
actually one of my favorite directors of all time, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
He lived in his car for a while, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah, he was like, I forget his whole story, but he's like one of those guys that has like a cool story, in the background. It's like, dang, so what did he do with all this? And he's like, oh, he made Medea movies.
Now he lives in a limousine.
Now he lives in a limousine.
Yeah.
Still a car, but
Fact.
a really nice car.
A long one you can lay down in.
Yeah. But yeah, movies like Creep, which I talked about, The Lighthouse. I don't know if you saw The Lighthouse.
Yeah, I saw the Lighthouse.
So good.
Yeah.
But when it's literally like one or two people in the whole movie, you got to get people that can actually carry a movie for, hour and a half, 2 hours. And that's just so hard. For Ryan Reynolds, I don't think is a great actor. Like, beloved, sure, but like I've never been like, wow, what a Ryan Reynolds performance.
I think it just depends on the script.
Yeah, that
like,
too.
Like Deadpool, I think is good.
Deadpool's good, and I think that's one of his only movies where I'm like, wow, he was actually kind of good in that.
Yeah.
But, I think it was something like The Lighthouse, like Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are both amazing actors. So to me, that's a movie, even if the script wasn't very good, that one would still probably be like, wow, The Lighthouse was great. But on top of that, the script is so good and well thought out and researched too. All that old English.
All that ye old
English. Yeah.
Oh, I just want to throw out something. Did you guys see that there was like a rumor going around that all like the 3 actors that play Spider-Man, they're all going to be in one movie?
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
They're rumoring it's either going to be the next Spider-Man or the Doctor Strange, I think.
Okay, that makes sense for Doctor Strange.
One of them, because Doctor Strange is like multiverse.
Yeah.
That's like his next thing.
I'm
And
down.
Sam Raimi's directing the next Doctor Strange. So
Sam
yeah.
the Raimi?
So like that actually makes sense.
Yeah, makes complete sense now.
I love that rumor. I really hope it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's one of those rumors that probably is 100% true, but Marvel's just like, no, like we figured it out too soon. And they're just like, oh shoot, they figured out.
Or it could just be 100% false because everyone wants it.
True. I would be sad if that happened.
But I'm not going to believe that. So
no, I'm
forget I said that. What did I say?
I don't even remember.
Were you?
Huh?
I can't read, so I can't read. Can you read this? I can't read.
I can't read.
What else you got?
Oh, that was
it?
Yeah, that was my list.
How long has this been going on?
Justin is technically checking things.
My highly scientific process of checking the runtime.
Oh,
Right.
Another question for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
You guys keeping up with Mandalorian?
Yes.
I am not.
Hug it out.
Is there? Oh, actually, I'm gonna get some water. How about that?
Okay. So we can talk about The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Is that what's
Oh,
happening?
nice.
Okay. I just watched the latest episode today.
How'd you like it?
I thought it was pretty good. It was very like, I don't know that I liked it more than the first one, just because the first one, I feel like the fight was so cool with the dragon thing and all that stuff. But I think this one was very like atmospheric, I guess is the right word. I think it was a really cool like set piece with all the spiders and all the ice world and all that stuff.
Do you want to talk spoilers?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, spoiler warning.
Spoiler for Mandalorian season 2 episode 2.
If you for some reason haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But anyway, first episode, season 2, Boba Fett is back.
I know, dude. I honestly didn't know who it was at first because my brain was like still processing the past hour of show. So then this dude turned around, and it's some bald guy, and I was like, okay. And then I think I was watching it with my family. My brother was like, oh, that was Boba Fett, and I was like, Boba Fett, and I rewinded it. Yeah, it's the same. Well, it's the actor that did Jango Fett, I guess.
Yeah.
But then seeing it again, I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is. So I hope they go somewhere with that, like in the show, because I heard, I know they're talking about doing like a Boba Fett show, like a little.
Everyone's
miniseries.
getting a show now.
Everyone's getting a show, yeah. But I hope that him showing up isn't just like, a teaser for another show. I hope he actually has something to do with the Mandalorian story.
I actually did not hear he was getting a show. Like, I kind of just expected him to maybe come back in another episode and just die again.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that just came out today, that it's like they're working on developing one. So it's not confirmed yet, but clearly they're bringing him back. So I don't know. It was cool to see him though.
I also heard another. Ooh, what's that? What you got there?
Twizzler.
I heard a nice kind of like fan theory where it was Palpatine cloned Yoda, and now this baby Yoda is a clone of Yoda. And yeah, I guess Palpatine just like wanted like another like a stronger apprentice. That was like since Yoda was just so strong with the Force.
I could see that. I feel like that's one of the. I don't think this season is going to tell us like what the deal with Baby Yoda.
Oh
is.
no, the third season's like already in production.
Yeah, I think that as nice as it would be to get a lot of answers now, I know how. We were talking about this with Stranger Things. Like that's just how shows work. Like you could definitely wrap up Stranger Things in like 2 or 3 seasons, or even 1 for that matter.
Yeah, for very good matter.
But like networks are just so focused, for good or for bad, on sequels and more seasons and all this stuff. So
that's the money aspect of everything.
So I think The Mandalorian is so popular that even if it would make sense to reveal a lot this season, I know they're going to save stuff for next season. So
yeah,
but that's a cool theory. I would believe that probably.
Yeah.
Ethan, do you have Disney Plus?
Yes, I do.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah, I like Star Wars.
You ever seen Star Wars?
What? Which one?
The one
I saw the one with that Jamaican spaceman.
Oh, the best one?
Yeah, I like that one. And the dude with the double pew.
Oh, if you like that one, do I have a movie for you? Episode 2.
Oh,
Attack
really?
of the Clones. You'll love that one.
What's in that?
Clones.
Is there more of that guy with the big old trunk nose? It talks like this. That was my favorite guy. I love that guy.
Honestly, I don't remember. It's been like a full
Watto?
decade.
Is there Watto?
Watto is in it for like a scene.
Ooh, I might have to check that out.
And he's like, "Get off of my lawn." And then Anakin's like, "It's me." And then Watto's like, "Anakin." I don't know what he says.
Interesting. Yeah, I might have to watch that.
Because you've seen the first season, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I am very I take a long time to get around to watching things that aren't anime.
See, that's my problem, folks. I keep suggesting non-anime movies.
Yeah, you kind of just like suggest stuff for him to not watch.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well,
I
like the movies, like the election one.
Election was good. Ooh, speaking
2020.
Speaking of not election, but Reese Witherspoon. I finally watched Pleasantville the other day.
Oh, that dude with the Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good movie.
That's great, actually.
Yeah, that's a freaking bop.
You ever seen Pleasantville?
I'm trying to think if we're thinking of the same one. Is Jake Gyllenhaal in it?
No, that's what am I thinking of?
Donnie Darko?
Which is also a banger.
Yeah.
Pleasantville's got Tobey Maguire and
Spider-Man
Reese Witherspoon.
1.
And
Spider-Man 1.
The first Spider-Man.
No, yeah.
And basically, like, there's a 1950s sitcom called Pleasantville, and they're brother and sister, and they get sucked into the world of the show.
Yeah.
And they have to, like, I don't know.
They got to bring like emotion and like modernity to it, and it starts in black and white, and then it slowly gets turned to color.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got some cool from a technical standpoint, all the color stuff is really
Mm-hmm.
it was made in 1998, so like, you know, I know there was selective coloring because there was the
Yeah.
thing in Schindler's List with the kid with the red coat and all that, but I mean, yeah, it was really pretty impressive. Not my favorite movie
Yeah.
I've seen recently, but like, I'd watch it again.
Kind of reminds me of Truman Show, like
Mhm.
similar vibes.
I thought Truman Show was better.
Oh yeah, Truman Show is way better.
Yeah.
That's a really
Ooh.
ooh
Spicy.
Ooh. Yeah. Should we do more recommends?
I mean, we could.
I mean, I don't even know what I'd recommend, so I'll have to take a look.
I don't have my phone with me.
Well, you could just think. Oh, I got an easy one. Okay, mine's easy.
All right, give it to me.
Mine is another dual combo. I've recommended a thing that is a film and a soundtrack before, where I did The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, and I was like, watch the thing and then just listen to the music. So today I'm going to give you David Byrne's American Utopia.
What is that?
David Byrne, it's the recording of his Broadway show called American Utopia. So
Okay.
it's on HBO Max, and it's basically just like a David Byrne concert.
Do I have your HBO Max?
My
I feel
HBO
like I
Max?
have someone's. I might be logged into someone's on my computer. I'll
Well,
have to check.
If you have it, check it out. Cause
And share that with me, actually.
and share it with- I'll give it to you too. But yeah, it's like a recording of a Broadway show he did. So it's a bunch of his new stuff, and he does some talking heads in there, and it's all like choreographed, and it's this really good band.
Interesting.
So yeah, watch that.
Interesting.
listen to the music, because I've been listening to the music very frequently because it's really good. So there's mine.
Here, I'll just give you a film. Let's see.
Okay.
Have you seen? Oh, jeez, Louise.
Jeez Louise. Should I just bring up my watch list?
Have you seen Videodrome
No.
by David Cronenberg?
No,
One of his
not.
earlier works.
I've heard of this film, Videodrome.
Yes, Long Live the New Flesh. It's very it's fun. It's very outdated, like, you know, the the fear they're trying to prey on.
Yeah.
Like, it's all like fear of like, oh, digital reality and like, you know, like
Mhm.
being filmed, and then like
Yeah.
mutations and stuff. But it's a fun movie. It's I don't know. I like it.
All right.
It's got some cool effects and stuff. You know, it's Cronenberg, so
Yeah.
it's like along the lines of The Thing.
Dude, I still gotta watch The Fly.
You don't want to watch The Fly, man. That movie's grody.
Well, I liked The Thing, so
Oh, dude, they're like neck and neck, honestly.
yeah.
Like the final scene of The Fly is like pretty grody.
I'm down. I'm down when it's done tastefully. You know, when a movie.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
When a movie's just gross to be gross, I'm like, eh.
Mm.
That's like art. It's
But
like
when it
gross
makes
to
sense,
be art.
like it's like whoa.
Yeah.
You know, like The Thing's alien horror, and The Fly is fly horror.
Well, he gets swapped with the Fly and the
Yeah.
teleporter machine or whatever, right?
Yeah. That's.
Well,
the-
yeah, because it was originally a movie in like the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. You ever seen
Or the 50s.
Videodrome or
Not-
American Utopia?
No, I have not seen either of those.
Well, I can vouch for American. I've heard Videodrome's good because
Yeah.
you've talked about it. a
Well,
couple
where
times.
can I watch those?
Yeah, where actually I don't know where I can watch.
Videodrome might just be on.
Netflix.
Unless you want to borrow my DVD. I got it on
Oh,
DVD.
maybe. Yeah, I could do that. Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest
Um,
route.
And then American Utopia is on HBO Max, or just HBO. I'm not sure. One of the two.
Yeah. Might even be on Prime.
It's not on Prime. It's
Might
HBO.
even to rent.
No.
Oh, it's like an HBO
It's like a
exclusive?
HBO thing.
Oh.
Like, they have the rights to it. So yeah,
Dirty boys.
they're making money.
Making money, baby.
Ralph, what's a movie we should watch? What's a movie you really dig?
A movie I just really like in general is Django.
Oh.
One that's like that everyone should see if you haven't seen it already.
Django.
Totally love that movie.
Have you always been alone?
There's like I have a list on my like watch list on Netflix. There's a bunch of stuff I haven't seen, and then movies I don't yet own on Blu-ray or whatever,
Mm.
but I want to rewatch, and Django's one of them. So that
Really
might
good.
give me spur to
Yeah, I'm
check
gonna
it out
rewatch
again.
Django. I haven't seen it in a minute. It's a good
it's,
movie,
it's so good on Netflix.
and it's got Leo.
Yeah.
One of
it
his
got
best
DiCaprio?
performances,
I
in my
think
opinion.
his best performance. That's just me, but that's a hot take. TBH.
Ooh, what about what's eating Gilbert Grape
Still haven't
and
seen
the
it.
Aviator and Shutter Island
He was good, man. He was good.
and
man.
Inception?
Insweption.
Yeah,
Sure.
little known sequel to Inception.
Dang. Well, is it plug time?
Oh yeah, time to plug.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
wait, don't you guys like do music too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been dabbling.
There was
recently.
I actually just like wanted to just throw like just something out there.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this
Throw it out.
group that I found maybe back in middle school, like early high school, something like that. They're called Until the Ribbon Breaks. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
No.
They're alternative.
Mm-hmm.
They I believe their last I don't remember if it was an album or a single. It came out maybe like a few years ago. But yeah, just Until the Ribbon Breaks I think is pretty good.
Okay.
Make alternative. They have like really nice beats.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Daft Punk kind of vibe, but not just saying the same like few words
Mm-hmm.
like the entire song.
Yeah.
So
Sick. Until the ribbon breaks. I'll have to give it a listen.
I'll take a look. I'll give that a gander.
Give it a gander. All right. It's what are we at? Electrical outlet. It's plug time.
plug time.
Well, before we get into plugs, I could
Good.
tell you one announcement.
Okay.
We might be getting a sponsor, our first official sponsor.
Oh
What is that?
Dollar Shave
what?
Club?
What? Well, but we can't tell you anything yet. There's a deal in the works, guys.
Yeah, we're under heavy contract. It's really not even. We shouldn't even be mentioning.
Yeah, I mean, we might get sued just for mentioning it.
Yeah.
But we care about you. We want you to know. So,
Yeah.
more news on that coming soon.
Keep your
That's
eyes.
pretty cool.
Keep your eyes peeled.
open. We'll
Yeah,
see.
my eyes are peeled.
Just straight peeled, just like a banana.
You got any plugs?
Was that a shout out to Banana Peel?
Oh shoot.
Oh,
There was
shoot.
not, but now it is.
Now we're plugging our YouTube video, Banana Peel.
That's
Shout out Banana Peel.
our masterpiece. If you have not seen it,
If you want to see a real film
That's
made
the
by us.
A
culmination.
real film.
culmination of years built up to that.
Years.
Nothing's topped it since
Mm-mm.
yet.
Ooh. But anyway, yeah.
But
what,
anyway.
Ralph? What's your pod?
Oh, pod. So I started it with Jack.
Yeah.
So we actually just recorded one episode. Kind of like doing some edits on it.
nice.
Right now we're just audio. We're not super high tech like you guys. We'll probably get like visuals within maybe like around episode 100. We'll get the visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, so the podcast, it's called The Sleeping Bears Podcast. You
Yeah,
can find it on
okay.
Spotify, Apple Music. You can probably talk to a cashier at a local supermarket. They'll know about it. They can give you a link.
They'll give you a link.
But
Dude, we're not even on Spotify or Apple Music.
But
or
we are in a
anything.
supermarket.
We're in a supermarket, though.
By the video.
and yeah, so we will start posting. Probably, I feel like we'll have one out before you guys upload this.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So
Yeah, shoot me that link, by the way.
I will
yeah.
shoot you.
We'll
The
put
link.
it. We'll put it down in the word box of
Yeah.
descriptions.
So next time you come on, is that a dual guest star?
Well, I mean, I've been on this podcast. It's just my mic is always muted.
Oh, right.
Like,
Wait,
I'm-
you're the guy who's just commentating?
No, I was sitting right next to you. My mic was just muted the entire time.
What?
Did you guys never get my mic?
No, I don't think so.
What?
Hang on. I think we got to go look at the footage again later
Of our last?
of our whole. Yeah, if you
I
like.
thought we'd only had you on this time.
No, I was like right there.
What?
Like if you. No,
Do you
yeah.
have video evidence of this?
Well, there's an indentation right there.
Yeah.
Now that I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Wait, am I Ralph?
One more thing I want to plug. Everyone, go to Instagram right now. Okay, click off this video for a second. Go to Instagram. Follow Dolphin Division on Instagram, please.
I'm You're gonna make me tear up, man.
You know.
I appreciate that.
We're at a
Anytime.
solid, what, 40?
Yeah. Woo!
Hey, but you can make a difference.
You can make it 41.
Help
Damn.
us attain local legend status. That's all I
That's
want.
what I want. If I can walk down the street of my town
Mm-hmm.
and someone's like, "You're from the vid," and I don't know them, that's
Local
all I need.
legend.
That's all
That's
I need.
it.
Yo, are you from Dolphin Division? Yeah.
Oh,
I hate that podcast.
I'll be
You're
like,
like-
hey, but you know about it.
but you watched it though, didn't you?
You gave us that view.
That's right. Well, Ralph, it's been an honor having you on.
It's been
the
a pleasure.
podcast.
Nah, the honor's all mine. Like, thanks for asking.
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Anytime, the door is literally always open.
Yeah.
The lock broke, so you can literally just walk in
Okay.
anytime.
Can I come by like around 2 a.m.?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We might be sleeping, but
But
I'll
we
wake you
sleep
guys
here.
up. It's
just
fine.
jostle. It'll be. It's
I'll set the camera up. I can do like a one-man show. With
yeah,
that. I think
it's
fine.
content, so you can just do whatever.
Okay.
Really. Yeah. Well, that was our
Yeah.
show.
I'm interested to see your rise. You know.
Oh, yeah.
As you,
Thank you.
as,
Oh, yeah,
as,
yeah.
Thank you.
As you keep coming back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The first thing, the Netflix show,
Yeah.
it'll be coming out like around June in 2021.
June? Okay. Yes.
June
Yeah.
So-
2021.
If I'm on the podcast again, either before or after, I'll let you guys know the updates.
Heck yeah,
Heck
dude.
yeah.
There's a tiny chance I can be in season 3 of Mandalorian.
Ooh,
Dude.
I just need to say it just to get out in the universe. Hopefully it happens, but
hopefully.
Dude,
yeah,
I
just
am,
kinda-
So will that.
I'm gonna will that into existence.
Oh yeah.
You have all of my mental energy
Thank
at
you.
your side.
I can feel it.
Can
I'm
feel
like
it.
getting a headache right
I
now.
mean, you're like the
Just
only
from
actor
the
I
street.
know, so I just want you to succeed and just
Hey,
go
yeah,
the whole
thank you.
freaking way, man.
Yeah, you can come to premieres and stuff. That'd be sick.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Oh hell yeah!
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yo, are you from Dolphin Division? Oh my
Hey,
god.
what up, Leo?
No, that'd be insane. Well,
Yeah, I'd be like, "What up, decaf?"
What up, Decap?
decap. I'm down. Well, say goodbye to Fitzroy before you leave,
Of course.
Yeah.
and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Of
What's
that
what's our show?
was
That was
Mint.
Mint.
Yeah. Keep it minty fresh, gangsters.
All right,
See ya.
bye.